This is exercise 10.4, adding approach slab ditches. In this exercise, we will place the approach slab ditch at the end of all 4 bridge corners using civil cells. Note that this exercise shows how to place and manipulate the civil cells. The grading outside the civil cells will not be covered and will not follow the standards specified in STD-10-3. So let's go ahead and open up Roadway USP I-65 corridor DGN file located within the Chapter 10 subfolder. As this file loads, you should get a compact database alert twice asking if you want to proceed. Click No both times for this alert. And please note that compact database alert will appear when opening any ORD file that contains drainage and utility data. If you receive that alert on any other exercise, go ahead and click No to not compact the database. And by default, the triangle should be turned off in both the 2D and 3D models. So within the default view, rotate the view so that the I-65 corridor stationing runs left to right, with the EOP-L being on top. We need to locate the bottom left corner of the bridge. The ditch civil cell are set up to work when the upstation is left to right in the plan view. Note that the bottom left corner of the bridge approach slab is located on the right side of the corridor alignment. So let's go ahead and select the match line control feature definition under linear, roadway, model control 2D plan, and then match line, and toggle on the create 3D automatically. Note that a controlling line must be placed to define the location of the civil cell. The naming convention of the civil cell relate to the location of the ditch relative to the bridge and the current view. Let's go ahead and open up the line between points tool under open node modeling, geometry, horizontal, and lines. We're going to draw a line just to the left of the end of the I-65 template drop, from the top of the view to the bottom. We've got to make sure that this line crosses the corridor PSH line and the tie slope line. Doesn't have to be exact, but it's sort of in that ballpark. We also got to make sure that this line does not cross any template drops. With us having the create 3D automatically on, that profile will be associated with this control line. But this profile line does not need to be modified and is not used by the civil cell. Next, let's open up the Place Civil Cell tool under Open Nodes Modeling, Model Detailing, and then Civil Cells. Then within this dialog box, select the 3 dots to open the Civil Cell folder. Then select the T-dot approach slab ditch bottom left civil cell located under the abutments DGN-lib file, and then select OK. And then we need to follow the prompts in the 2D view. So the first line we need to select is the ditch control line, which is the one we just drew. The second line is the PSHR line. And the last line is the EC fill tie R line. So right click to skip the direction of the reference lines, and then select the I-65 corridor to clip. The ditch should now be placed. So zoom into the bottom of the civil cell and locate the orange match line handle slightly offset from the tie slope line. Changing the location of this handle changes the break line of the civil cell and allows it to match the standard drawing, where it can be moved up to 5 feet from the end of the ditch. Note that you can select the outside lines of the civil cell and profile them to match the slopes of the fill, if desired. Then if you want, you can repeat those last few steps to place the approach slab ditches on all 3 corners of the bridge, using the appropriate civil cell for each of the corner of the bridge. And then that concludes exercise 10.4, adding approach slab ditches.